Hey folks, today we're taking a look at something a little unusual for this channel. Definitely not trucks, not mud, or anything involving winch, but a game I actually end up enjoying way more than expected. So the devs reached out and asked if I wanted to check out one of their titles that just launched into 1.0. The game is called Storage Hunter Simulator, and instantly my brain went to those old TV shows like Storage Wars and Storage Hunters. You know, the chaotic auctions, mystery boxes, and the accidental treasure finds. So I said, yeah, let's give it a look. And I dove straight into this surprisingly deep little world. At first, I expected the entire experience just to be buy low and sell high. And technically, that is the part of the loop. But honestly, that doesn't even scratch the surface of what this game actually is. Because one thing I didn't expect is this game to be an open world. You start off creating your character, and the game immediately spawns you into your trailer park, your humble home base. It's not glamorous, but I guess it gets the job done. From there, the game nudges you towards your very first auction. So I jumped into my little beginner truck and went down the road. And immediately I rolled up into the storage yard. And listen, that first auction, I had no clue what I was doing. I bid way too fast, way too high, and absolutely overpaid for the privilege of owning a room full of junk, basically. But that's where the fun starts, because you quickly realize the real value of the game isn't just in clicking bid. It's in slowly walking around the storage locker, looking at it from the every angle and trying to spot that one item peeking out from under the pile of cardboard boxes. Sometimes there's something obvious like a TV or a tool bench. Other times it's just piles of garbage and you're gambling on instinct alone. There's sometimes items that are stored inside those compartments. And trust me, just like I did, you're going to make bad calls early on. Each abandoned storage locker is filled with thousands of unique items, all fully evaluated by the game. Some of the items generally look like trash, and sometimes they are. But other times they turn out to be rare collectibles worth a small fortune. That's where your knowledge and intuition comes in. And if you're not sure, you can check the in-game glossary and ask the expert, or broaden your knowledge through clues that game gives you. Everything has condition, a value category, and in some cases the items belong to collectible sets that can be worth massive payouts if you complete them. But the big thing you need to learn early is this: maximizing profit is crucial. Because after winning your first auction, your next minigame begins, loading your truck. It is both hilarious and genuinely challenging at some points. You're basically playing 4D Tetris, trying to cram everything into this tiny starter vehicle. And it gets real silly real fast. Items bounce, fall over, don't quite fit, and you'll find yourself rotating a washing machine for the 15th time trying to squeeze it into the gap the size of the shoebox. But there's good news though. Once you start making some money, you can upgrade to larger vehicles, pickup trucks, delivery vans, even like small U-Haul type of trucks. There are 7 drivable vehicles in total, all with storage stats and fuel you need to manage. Yep, you actually have to keep an eye on your tank as you drive around the map. The gas stations matter. Once your truck is loaded, it's time to sell. You can offload the items in your pawn shop to bring specific valuables to quirky collectors scattered across the world. But these collectors offer unique rewards: cosmetics, vehicles, reputation boosts, and their collections get weird in a good way. And their collections get weird. You might stumble into a guy who wants antique toys, another who wants medieval gear, and yet another one who's obsessed with rare electronics. And speaking of medieval gear, if you don't know how to value certain items, you need to take them to the specialist. For example, if you find an old knight's helmet, only the arms dealer can give you the accurate appraisal. I didn't expect this kind of mechanics in the game at all, but it gives the game a sense of depth that I didn't think the storage auction simulator would ever have, but that's certainly very welcome. Sometimes you'll find locked chests or safes, and those need to be left with a locksmith for a while. They take time to open, so you can go do other tasks while waiting. And yes, you have a home you can return to, sleep at night and pass time. Later on, when the business picks up, you can move out of your rusty trailer and actually buy a house. The housing system isn't massive, but it does the job, I guess. You can decorate your properties using the architect mode. You can furnish them however you like. You can slowly upgrade your business and your lifestyle from abandoned car in the yard to something that actually resembles success. Now, none of this happens without keeping your finances in order, so the game tracks loans, daily expenses, fuel costs, auction fees, and more. You absolutely can go broke, but if you play smart, reinvesting in equipment, getting better vehicles, expanding your pawn network, you actually feel like progression is quite natural. And as I mentioned, all of this is happening in the open world with 5 districts, each with unique points of interest and secrets to find. The map isn't massive, but it's cozy, functional, and surprisingly nice to drive around. The road trips between auctions are actually pretty relaxing. And one other feature is drop-in, drop-out co-op for up to 4 players. So you and your friends can attend auctions together, scout different storage units at the same time, and operate as a single business. It is not competitive, so you actually work together. Someone can be bidding while someone else is appraising items or making deliveries. I haven't played it myself, but what I've seen online on YouTube, it's a surprisingly solid system that makes the whole game even more fun. Well, everything's more fun with a co-op, right? And for me, that's really the biggest takeaway here. Storage Hunter Simulator looks simple on the surface. I thought it's just another simulator game, but actually goes way more. There's more going underneath it. Auctions, logistics, economics, appraisals, collectibles, even housings and vehicle. I mean, this game definitely has a lot going for it. While the game is not perfect, I certainly enjoyed my time with the Storage Hunter Simulator. As I said, I didn't expect to enjoy this one as much as I did, but there's something really satisfying about spotting a value where other people see junk, flipping it for a profit, and slowly building your little auction empire from nothing. If you enjoy a mix of exploration, puzzle-like gameplay, and that maybe this next locker will change my luck feeling, yeah, this game might be worth checking out for you. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.